Da er vi der. Nå har vi latt de der... Morderen går fri for lenge. Skal du gjøre noe med det? Learn more about Dana, the thief's fate.
Quick! Ka! Ka!
Er det her?
How was your trip? The journey itself was great. No delays, nice weather.
Rabstein.
Nothing but footpads and roughies.
Først skal jeg se om jeg klarer å snike meg inn her og skaffe noe penger. Miller Makkal.
I'm sorry.
Needs to simmer a bit longer.
Har dere noen godsaker, eller? Jeg kan tydeligvis gå hvor jeg vil i den her. Nå vet jeg ikke hvem jeg er i. That's weird. Bandasje trenger jeg, det er bra. Holdt på å si I take what I need, men det er ikke helt sant, for jeg tar mer enn jeg trenger det. Ja, fattig folk. Tok de få grosjen de hadde.
My respect. I'm sorry.
He had his whole life in front of him, and next thing you know, he's being buried.
I'd better go. Farewell.
Aye, see you later.
Vi får for en samtale, ass. Okay. Let's talk to the person. Eller er det noe bak her også? Er det deg? Hired had pint.
Greetings to you. How can I help?
Are you Pine?
I am. Why?
I'm looking for his Denner.
I don't know any Stenner.
Stonard said something different.
You're a friend of Stonard's, are you?
Actually, I don't really know him that well. He's the only one I know who knew Denner. And he sent me to you.
Well, if he told you that, I reckon it's all right. He's not much of a traitorous rat, I reckon.
I
No.
wouldn't entirely count on that. So you knew Denner? Can you tell me something about her?
I know Stenner all right, but she ain't been here in some time. Why are you looking for her? What do you want from her?
I'm looking for a...
Han er jo betrayer da, jeg ga han 30 kroner, og
I
så
think she's either dead or run off somewhere.
sa han alt, liksom.
And you're the last person to see her before she went missing.
Whatever.
I heard she wanted to sell you some valuables. Is that true?
Oh, aye. She had a good haul. No rubbish. Mostly jewelry, rings, one signet ring with a coat of arms and everything. She left it all here. I paid her a pretty sum of coin. It was a good thing she had a basket with her. Otherwise, she couldn't have carried it all.
And what about that signet ring? Do you still have it?
She didn't sell me the ring. She wanted to keep it. Said it'd bring her luck someday.
Do you know what kind of ring it
Do you
was?
know what kind of luck she meant? Did you recognize the signet on the ring?
No,
Kul
I
armor
didn't
nå, egentlig,
recognize
ass.
that signet.
Liker.
But all the while, Dana was giggling to herself. I reckon she had her eye on another mark.
What can you tell me about Zdena?
She always had it hard. She lost her parents and her home as a child. She had to learn to take care of herself.
And what about Sternad? How does he fit into this?
Sternard was her guardian angel, as she used to say. If she hadn't been thieving with him, she probably would have ended up a whore. But by sharing with him, she could do what she wanted.
Uh-huh. I'm surprised she stuck with him as long as she did.
That's because she had a hideout somewhere nearby. That's why she'd come to me with her loot, before they taxed her on the spot. And the last time she was here, she said one more haul like this, and she'd be able to go wherever she wanted, to Prague or Vienna.
Where did she go next from here? You said she had a lot of coin on her.
That she did. She also had a feeling someone was following her. Someone on a horse.
Someone followed her on a horse from Kuttenberg. Did she say what he looked like?
She didn't. At first, she thought it was some wealthy lord out for a ride. But he held back. Never passed by her and...
And did you see him? Did he come all the way here?
No. But Stenna thought he would show. She even left her scarf here and paid some girl to walk around with it to make it look like she was still here.
And then where'd she go?
She wanted to go the back way, through the woods, so nobody could follow her. Past the woods is a road and a ford across a stream. Next to it is a huge boulder. When it rains, the water can rise fast. The road goes on to Kuttenberg.
Well, if it leads back to the road and there was really someone following her, I reckon if they saw she was long in returning, they could have waited for her at the ford, no?
Fuck! That's quite possible. I made a point of looking, but I didn't see any riders that day. So I forgot about it.
Do you still have Denna's
Is
scarf?
Denna's scarf? Do you still have it?
Aye. I wanted to give it back to her the next time she came.
Will you give it to me? I'll try having my dog track her down.
All the same to me. Here you go. But it's been a long time. I don't know if it will help.
Could it be
Could it have
Father
been Father
Prokop?
Prokop following her?
What do I know? If he has a horse and fancy clothes. But why would he do it?
I heard he wanted to find her an honest job, but she wasn't interested.
I don't know. She didn't say nothing about that.
And could it have been William?
And who would that be?
He's this bard she was seeing.
I don't know about that. I don't remember her mentioning nobody by that name.
Well, I'll go and check out that fort. Maybe I'll find something there.
I hope you don't.
Mhm.
Take care.
Come here!
Hei, det er lenge siden jeg har sett det.
Here you go.
Ja,
Take it.
Han har vel lav obedience nå, siden jeg ikke har hatt den her på en
Come
stund.
here.
Se hvordan obedience hans er. 34. Hva med klapperen en gang til?
Aye, aye, you silly doggy.
Ah, ok, jeg må finne noe mat.
So, I went to see my brother. and
Here,
he
man.
talked about the
Search.
inheritance. But your father's still alive, isn't he? Aye, but he drools all over himself. He gets this feeling that his time's nearly up. So he's getting rotten, nearly rich. He's always threatening to leave everything to the church. Aye, I'm told folks start getting soft in the head. Bad news.
Det er vanskelig når den ikke har obedience, vet du. Hadde den noe?
Hey, you need. You're not allowed here.
Ja, sorry.
That's it. Go now.
Hvor er bikkja?
Come here!
Man's track.
Track!
Ikke sett deg fast i veggen nå, please. Thank you. Ta fram bua i tilfelle vi finner noe
Get away with that weapon.
hunt.
There, that's enough of that now.
Han er på sporet nå i hvert fall. Lukter på, gutt. Lurer på om jeg kan skyte fugler. Vel. Crossbowen har jeg egentlig, men da har jeg ikke lyst til å bruke bane arrows. Using bolt. Hva er det nå? Blood. Ah, shit.
That has to be that ford Pint was talking about. I should take a look around here.
Hva var dette her da? Bikkja gikk jo opp her.
Poor thing. She didn't get very far. Ugh, she's been lying here a long time. At first glance, this body isn't as mutilated as the others. Unfortunately, I can't tell if somebody strangled her like the others. She's been lying here too long for that, but her head is smashed in. Either the murderer hit her with a rock, or dashed her hard against the ground. She must have put up a fight. Or maybe he lost his patience. Oh, she's all stuck to her clothes. They're torn up, but I don't see any cuts. The rips are odd. Like someone was looking for something. Oh, I can't make much out by now, but it seems as if the fingers on her right hand are broken. Did the murderer torture her? Or was he trying to get something out of her hand? Oh, my God. Oh, something fell out of her. A signet ring. Oh, that must be the one she stole. But how did it get inside her? Did she swallow it herself? Or did the murderer shove it in there? Was she trying to hide it? Or was it punishment for stealing? Well, that's enough. But what does it all mean? Well, I'd say she put up a decent fight, and the killer had to improvise. And that's about all I can find out. She's probably been lying here a few weeks. But that ring is a good lead.
The ring, ja. Så... Det er på armor, det tror jeg. Nei. Other. Stennas ring. I don't recognize the family crest, ok. Da har jeg bare lyst til å stikke tilbake til han der og si ifra at jeg fant det. For det gjorde jeg ikke sist, se om det er noe dialog der. Se om jeg finner noe hunt på veien gjennom skogen her. Det er sånn der, sånn Heinz i bakgrunnen. Jeg har vel det på mappet, hvis det er noe deer hunting spot der, og det er det ikke, det er der nede. Kan ta en tur dit da. Trenger noe kjøtt til bikkja. Hvor er vi i forhold til det nå? Ikke alt for langt. Ja, her er det. Boom. Det er perfekt det. Ble jeg full av blod nå? Ja, litt blod. Trykket feil. Litt rart å hoppe med B. Kanskje han vet om det der family crestet den ringen nå.
May God give you health, sir.
Er han ikke her lenger, eller? Han er ikke det. Ja.
I wanted to ask about another thing.
Ask away.
Well, I'll go and check out that fort.
I hope you don't. See you soon, my friend.
You should go before people
Det er
begin
litt teit. Jeg får ikke lov å si for at du er død eller noen ting. Ok. Da er det back to the city. Da tar jeg med bare en sånn cheeky fast travel. Continue. Sånn. Hvordan er kjøttet nå, det lurer jeg på. Hvor mye wear har jeg mistet på det? 1% bare. Det er good. Stikk innom menn hardt da. Kanskje jeg kan koke opp noe mat der også. Effekten Club. Nå er jeg helt lost her. Ja, det er inn her. Det er inn... Ved siden her.
Did you hear that Dirk stallion is shagging Nas's old woman?
If you know it, then so
You're
does
always
Elfie
welcome
Town.
here.
I'm sorry.
Councilman Nas.
I
Faen,
wasn't
så
paying
trafikk det var her, da.
Many promises.
Rekke og rad plystre, liksom.
Excuse me?
Come and hear something you won't believe. I've traveled the whole world, and now I will tell you.
Righteous people of Gutenberg, don't waste your precious time on useless pursuits and come to learn the art of swordsmanship.
Ja, ja. Menart. What up, dog? Hvem er du?
Good day to you.
About that business with Menhard. What's this Kuttenberg sword fighting brotherhood?
They're just some Gutenberg burghers who want to train in sword fighting.
Og
And
han
why should the
lorden,
martial
eller hva?
arts be the
Councilman?
privilege only of the nobility? Right? They founded it themselves, with the consent of the city council. They invited here Master Nicholas from Prague to take charge. Nevertheless, apart from actual swordsmanship, it's the butcher Emmeram who has the final word in everything. I'm sure you've noticed him, eh? Oh, anyway, the whole thing was his idea.
Ja, dialogen hans er litt sånn
I'll be with you,
tilbake
sir.
i tid, virker det som.
Grüß dich. Was wünschst du?
So, you finally got your way, eh, Menhard?
Ja, ja. It is a great feeling after all the effort. It is to a large extent your doing, Heinrich. Vielen Dank nochmal. In token of our thanks, recognition and Freundschaft, I wish to make you a gift of this Langschwert, which I received from my Meister in Frankfurt on the day I too became a Meister.
My word. Thanks a lot, Menhard. This is a great honor for me.
You have earned it. Do not lose this Schwert or bring shame on it.
You can count on me.
And that is not all.
Jeg har lyst til å bare selge det.
Listen well. I also agreed with Friedrich that we will do things richtig. In Kuttenberg, we will hold a great and glorious tourney every week. Offensichtlich, as I promised you, I can teach you the art of sword fighting from now on. I show you Meister technique of handling Langschwert. Then Arne show you the basic teachings of combat stance. Arne learned a lot from me and mastered also other weapons than the Langschwert. He has much to teach you too.
The art of sword fighting, you say? What kind of things can you teach me?
Alles. Langschwert and other weapons. Meisterschläge and technique. Or just practicing combat. Wie du willst.
What do I need more practice for? I beat the Kuttenbergers in combat, didn't I?
You know a lot, but not alles. Practice makes a Meister. And fate plays a big role and may not smile even on a Meister. Remember that. Do not be proud, be modest. Pride will come back to haunt you in
Reputation
Gefecht
lost.
and in life. Remember that auch. And since you are in our Bruderschaft, I will teach you one echt Meistertechnik that no one else here knows. You only have to ask.
What about Arne? How's he doing?
Gut, Heinrich, gut. The local apothecary and physician Albicus did an excellent job. Arne's eye all right. His sight come back. Only scar remain. Gott sei Dank.
I'm glad to hear that. A tourney? That sounds good. It will be here in the city.
Genau. It will be by the walls, near to our Fechthalle. One time each week. always with Langschwert, sword and shield, and free combat in heavy armor. If you want to join, come to me. I write you down and tell you more about it. It will be good practice for you, and you can also gain good rewards and glory.
Thanks for everything, Menhart. I'll certainly come and see you sometime.
Good. One last thing. If you are in need of a bed, you can sleep in the loft of our Fechthalle. Mein Freund.
What about that technique, man? Teach me your
You said
special
you'd teach me
technique.
some kind of special technique.
Ja, genau. Get ready. I will show you a special longsword technique that Meister Lichtenauer taught me. It is called Oben abnehmen. First, you attack your opponent's head. If he blocks your strike, attack his face as if you were trying to stab him. If he deflects your blade to the side to defend himself, move your blade around his and cut his head open. If you do that in an unexpected direction, your opponent will have little time to react, and you will strike him well. Come, let us practice zusammen.
Zusammen.
Ja, das hast
Venstre
du
ned,
gut gemacht,
høyre.
mein Freund.
Take me as your apprentice.
I want you to teach me, Menhart. Show me all the tricks and mysteries of the art of swordsmanship that you know.
Sehr gerne, Heinrich. But you will have to donate some money to our brotherhood. Aber keine Sorge, mein Freund. You would not learn more even in Nuremberg. You would just pay more.
Pole arms or heavy weapons, da, ja.
I want to practice with a polearm.
Good. A true master must be able to use many weapons. Only a fool focuses on one alone. Pole arms are a popular weapon these days. With one, even a commoner can fight like a knight. Its advantage is clear: to keep your opponent at a distance and not let his weapon reach you. Aber genug geredet! The best way to show you will be through practice. Los geht's, mein Freund!
Og den siste der.
I'd like to learn a few things.
Warum nicht?
The sword's a swift weapon, but I'd like to practice with something heavier.
Ich habe verstanden. Against an armored opponent, a mace is much more effective. But do not think it is all about strength. That mistake would finish you quickly. On the contrary, using an axe or a mace, you have to be quick with your lunges and have good cover. Come, I will show you what I mean. Los geht's, mein Freund!
Må spare penger for å få det der master-greiene, ass. Arne...
Guten Abend. I see you're on your feet and in good health.
Ja. Ja. Gott sei Dank.
What about the eye? How did it turn out?
Gut, Heinrich. I only see cloudy for a day or two. But then the clouds go away. I see the world with new eyes now. Könnte man sagen, healing skill of Master Ibicus is great. I will remember him in my prayer. And I think my injury teach me discretion and humility.
Those are wise words, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to get a proper helmet. Best with a visor. I'm sure you'd look great in a hound skull.
Na ja. When I get enough groschen, I will kaufen the best in Kottenberg.
I'd like you to teach me about swordplay. I've heard you're good with weapons, and without them, too.
Kein Problem, Mann. Tell me what you want to know, and prepare your groschen for a donation to our brotherhood. We have to make a living, irgendwie.
Og master polearms og alt mulig, ja. Unarmed combat, ja.
I'd like to practice my wrestling. What do you say?
Vernünftig. Sehr very hard kick in the axe, but the best way to learn to wrestle good, also.
Good kick in the eggs. Har ikke hørt den før, ass.
You have a kind master.
Fikk jeg da points? Bare Houndmaster. Tar den der 10% mindre damage. Warfare. Jeg føler den head protection av greia, ass. Jeg tror den er huge, faktisk. If you want to pond with a warhammer, mace or cudgel, det stemmer. Nei, jeg bruker ikke det enda. Mace har jeg litt lyst til å prøve, faktisk. Hva var det? After primary combo with heavy weapon, subsequent attacks will cost half the stamina. Jeg tar den der. Jeg har ikke lyst til å se om man kan crafte en eller annen drøy mace. Det er før av dagen etter. Kanskje. Altså, jeg tror ikke jeg har materialene bare, det er det. Jeg kan jo sjekke, da. På veien opp hit, liksom.
Nice and so.
Hear tidings of what is happening in our city.
Litt sjukt hvordan reklame og sånn fungerte på den tida her. Bare står en fyr og skriker, liksom. Oi. Spillet mitt klikka. Det er ikke så kult. Håper det savet seg, ass. Men jeg tror ikke det. Jeg er sikkert langt ute der før jeg fant det like du dama og sånn. Faen, ass. Det første gang det har klikket sånn, tror jeg. Ah, ok, nice.
I want you
Sehr aber
Det
keine...
var bare før jeg gjorde det her.
the sword.
Ich habe verdun... On the come! Los geht's!
Nice.
I'd like to learn.
Warum nicht?
I want to.
Gut. Hold it, aber los!
You said you.
Ja, it is... If you come. Und?
Og så tok jeg den unarm-teknikken til
Are they out of the
Arne.
Yeah, what
Ja,
about good?
så
I ceiling
det-
that.
But it would.
Ah, yeah.
I'd like you to.
Ein Problem. We have to.
I'd like to.
Very. Learn. Also.
Sånn. Da er vi back. Og så var det mace. Se om jeg har noe mace jeg kan lage.
Did you hear the Dirk's down?
Jeg tror ikke jeg har noe oppskrift på en sånn mace som er i nærheten av en øksa med, ass.
Nice and slow.
How's your aunt these days? Don't even ask.
That there.
Hear tidings of
Are
what
you
is
blind?
happening in our
You're not
city.
planning to be.
Sorry. Lyn.
losers! Come and bet your quick soon. Shop while you can.
Ja. Other, er det ikke det? Nei, det blir her. Så det går ikke an å crafte sånne ting i det hele tatt. Skal vi se her, Horseman-pikken er vel den som er best. 128. Ja. Men da altså.
Nice and sunny. Christ, what a day.
Let's say that again.
I found out some interesting things about those murders. Just like you said.
That's wonderful news. But wait a while. I promised Catherine we'd wait for her.
You know Catherine?
She came to see me soon after you did, and started asking me questions. Just like you.
Will you send for her? So, we're all here.
I hope nobody else shows up. How did it go?
I reckon I've found out all I can.
And do you know who the murderer is?
Not exactly, but I have a few ideas.
I've asked around a bit, and I have my own suspicions.
Is that so? See, I was trying to recall some more details, and I had someone come to mind as well.
Well, I didn't do all this for nothing, did I?
Well,
Well? Who do you suspect now?
Well, I'd say William did it. The minstrel.
You can't be serious. He's innocent.
Uh-huh. And who do you think it was?
Prokop. I'm sure of it.
No. Really? That's impossible. It couldn't have been him.
So I see we disagree. Too bad. We could have been done with it quickly.
Well, who do you think it was then?
I'm not entirely sure. First, I'll tell you what I found out, and then it might be easier for us.
Go on then. Starting with who?
Yarka.
Let's talk about Yarka, the one raised by Father Prokop.
What did you learn about her?
So the von Grolle family.
Yarka started working for the von Grolle family, where she remained until her death.
I was there to ask whether she'd given them any trouble, but they said she was always thorough and reliable.
Ah, so what's the story with von Grolls?
A very wealthy and important family. The mother is quite devout, known to spend a lot of time in prayer. Old von Groller's been sick for years. Can't even get out of bed.
So, who runs affairs?
That would be young Hendel. They say he's quite successful.
Prokop also admitted that he didn't know how to handle her, and perhaps he was too strict.
What do you expect from a Bible thumper? Man punishes and God forgives. It never occurs to them that if man didn't punish, God wouldn't have to forgive.
Well, maybe I wouldn't hold it against him. He really tried to make sure she was well taken care of. He wanted to find her a husband, too.
And did you learn who he found?
No. I think it fell apart when Yarka started rebelling. And now, most importantly, Yarka was pregnant when they killed her.
I didn't know that. Do you know for sure? So they gutted her?
To make it impossible to tell she was pregnant? I wouldn't be surprised.
May God forgive us.
Do you know who she was pregnant with? Because if we know who the father is, we'll likely know who the killer is.
She didn't tell Prokop.
It had to be someone from those dances. Maybe William.
Before her death, I heard she often went to dances.
There's nothing wrong or surprising about that. But maybe she found someone there.
Maybe. Prokop was convinced that she went to see William. That was actually the only name he mentioned.
That doesn't mean anything.
It means she had some relationship with William. Or at least knew him.
Prokop is convinced that she was murdered by that bard, William.
And I agree with him. I heard the daughters of important men come to see him. It even went so far he had to flee the city. And the moment he's back, there's another murder.
Really? But I found out you accused Prokop first, Lumir.
What? Why?
It doesn't matter. It was a mistake. And I paid for it.
And were you as sure then as you are now about William?
I don't think so. But he's a skirt chaser. If he got Yarka pregnant, then...
Perhaps. But why would he kill and mutilate her? He could have just run away.
But then he could never come back.
Why not? He could come back a year later, once things have died down, the child would be born, the shame forgotten, and nobody would bring it up again.
I suppose that makes sense. Prokop didn't just raise her out of the goodness of his heart. He was actually her uncle.
Really? But he still could have killed her.
His own relative.
Why not? He's a priest. I'm sure he knows the story of Cain and Abel.
That's all I was able to find out.
You still found out more than I did.
But it's not enough. We still don't know who the killer is.
But we can agree that she was killed because of her pregnancy, can't we?
Agreed. Somebody got rid of her to make sure nobody found out she was pregnant.
I'm sure William wanted...
William isn't the only man with a prick. And he certainly didn't use it to strangle her to death.
Such language. What are you trying to say?
That making babies and murdering folks require different tools.
But who would it be if not the father?
Someone who stood to lose something because of the child. Money, reputation, honor.
Freedom?
Managed to find Stanya.
I managed to find Stanya.
Alive? You found her alive?
I did. Alive and well. Hiding with the charcoal burners.
So, she's not one of our victims?
She is. She just managed to escape the killer. She said she was attacked on her way home from the baths. She heard somebody talking in a side street, but it was empty. But when she walked by, someone grabbed her by the throat and started strangling her.
And how did she manage to get away?
She was holding an empty pitcher, and she smashed the killer in the face with it. He either got startled or hurt, but he let her go.
Did she get a look at him? Did she take his eye out or something?
No, she didn't stop to find out. Just ran. Which is probably why she survived.
And what about the blood in the bedroom?
She cut her hand on the broken pitcher. She didn't stay in her room for long. She was still so scared that she grabbed her things and ran off to her beloved charcoal burner.
Det var 2, var det ikke det? Jo.
Besides that, she also recalled hearing 2 voices in the alley. Someone was talking to the killer.
So we have a witness. Now, just to find him.
Or an accomplice. If I remember correctly, the other one must have seen the whole thing, right? And he didn't go to report it.
Well, according to Stanya, the murderer had a terribly strong grip. Her neck was bruised for almost a month.
Doesn't almost every man have a strong grip?
Depending on what they take in hand every day. A tankard, a quill, or a hammer.
Except none of our suspects are miners or blacksmiths, eh? She said she returned from the baths in the evening regularly, and somebody knew exactly which way she would take and where to wait for her.
You mean someone followed her beforehand to figure out where to ambush her?
Who knew that she went to the baths?
Apparently everyone in the tavern. She didn't hide the fact. She also said she was sure it wasn't Mole. He may be a pig, but the evening she ran home, he was in bed snoring.
Murder said something.
According to Stanya, The murderer didn't say a word the entire time.
That's strange, right? I'd expect him to at least call her a whore.
The only word he uttered was when she smashed him in the face with the pitcher. He said Scheisse.
So, we're looking for a German?
Even I say Scheiße sometimes, and I'm not German.
Stanya admitted that she knows William. He flirted with her and tried to get to know her better, but nothing came of it.
And that's probably why I wanted to kill her. And likely rape her before that.
Well, perhaps, but Stanya doesn't think so. She's sure it wasn't William, and no matter what they say about him, in her eyes he's a good lad. And that's all that Stanya told me.
I'm so glad that girl is alive.
Me too. At least someone's had a little luck. Does she want to come back, or will she stay with the charcoal burners?
I don't think she'll come back. She's so scared now they'll come back for her, she doesn't even leave the house. I managed to find Zdena.
You found her? Is she alive too?
No. Unfortunately, she's dead.
And where did you find her?
Pretty far away. Near the mill she used to sell things at. Someone caught her in the forest when she was coming home with a load of coin and killed her. I reckon she put up a hell of a fight. So the killer got nervous.
Kanskje han vet hvem Ring
So he didn't strangle or mutilate her?
Well, she'd been lying in the woods for a long time, so I couldn't really tell. But he definitely didn't hack her up like the others.
Tried to rob von Grolle.
Zdena tried to rob young von Grolle. It's possible she succeeded.
Von Grolle? Yarka worked for them, didn't she?
Ah, that whole family is suspicious.
Assumptions. Nothing more.
I'd say it's pretty obvious. Why else would I have found that ring on her?
They just left the ring by her body? That's odd, isn't it?
It wasn't by her body. It was inside of it. I don't know if she swallowed it herself or someone shoved it in her.
Ah, that's awful. But I can't say it surprises me.
Judging by what her accomplice said, she robbed someone good. She had so much jewelry on her, she could hardly carry it. And what's odd is when she was murdered, the killer left her basket of valuables behind.
So I reckon he didn't kill her for the money.
She said someone followed her on horseback from Kuttenberg. She tried to lose him, but apparently wasn't able to.
On horseback? I don't suppose she described him, did she?
Only as a wealthy type who never got too close.
Ah, that doesn't fit in with the previous murders.
Father Prokop came looking for Zdena and nearly cursed her on the spot.
What did he have in common with a thief?
He had also looked after her, but unlike Yarka, she ended up on the street, and he took it badly. Ugh, my mouth is starting to hurt from all this blabbering.
So are my ears and head.
Come now, we're nearly there. We just need to find our suspect. So, Henry, who do you think did it?
I suspect one of the von Grollers.
What leads you to think that?
Are you sure it wasn't William?
Yarka was pregnant with young von Grolle's child.
Yarka was pregnant. And if the father was young von Grolle, it would make sense if he got rid of her.
Sakura, you're right.
But William could have fucked her too. Just saying.
Yarka was their maidservant until she started rebelling, right?
Yes. Do you think she was rebelling because of someone in particular?
Perhaps the young lord?
That's possible.
Alice had a young and wealthy suitor. And young von Grolle fits both descriptions.
True, true.
We could be getting somewhere.
Zdena was followed by someone on a horse. Von Grolle could afford a horse.
That's not so sure, is it? And maybe the horse was stolen or borrowed.
But it certainly worsens the case for him. That much is true.
Zdena robbed von Grolle.
That's true.
It's all coming together, isn't it?
And that's all I can pin on him.
So, do we agree that it was young von Groll?
Well, old von Grolle can't do much now, can he?
So do we really agree that our most likely suspect is young von Groller?
Aye. I agree.
I don't have a problem with it. Little rich boys are capable of anything. But what are we gonna do about it? Our suspicions aren't enough.
They'll just laugh at us without something more tangible.
So you want to search their house?
There's nothing else we can do. There must be a clever way to do it.
We have to find some evidence. None of our conjecture is enough. What will we do?
You could
Sikkert
sneak
mye jeg
in
kan stjele
there.
der som får gi meg penger også. De er rike.
Catherine, that's not necessary.
Sier de I hvert fall.
The young lad wants to learn swordsmanship, and the old one is sick and always calling for a physician.
So I can either pretend to be a sawbones, or a swordsman, or break in? That's a lot of options.
You're a clever lad. You'll figure it out.
Jeg skal faktisk late som at det en doktor eller noe, ass. Men først, hva klokka in game? Ja, kan sove. Det bare færst av det. Kan selge litt ting også, egentlig. Før jeg går og... Det er lyst til å være så sent, ass. Og se om disse traderne har fått så penger.
Just watch where you're going next time.
I'm sorry.
Vi har det på nå, 79. Ja, det er good.
Hey, innkeeper, that beer.
Han... Nå med det sverdet jeg fikk av Menart, det... Ja, greit da. Jeg skal ikke selge det, siden jeg liker Menart. Skal vi se om det noe... Jeg har vel ikke noe mer lut her. Har de bøk nå?
Oh well. Now just this.
My respects. The town needs strong
Se om de har klart å fylle på med penger her.
Welcome. What'll it be this fine morning? I'll have a look at the wares.
Ja, 800. Nice.
Thank you, sir. And come again.
Se om den traderen her kjøper noe.
What are you poking around that jaw for, eh?
Er det ikke oppe her?
Back already?
Ja, som jeg ser om jeg kan finne en frakk til
What would you like?
I'll have a look at your ware.
rustninga mi. Det var bare lavere stats.
Nothing to your liking, sir?
Men ikke alltid på glideren. Hente den nå. Burde være respawn når du kommer på. Right. Speedrunner, ass.
Was wünschst du, Mann?
Show me your wares.
Han har 600. Hvis det blir kvitt de tingene som ikke har vært så mye først. Jeg kan ta deg en sånn.
Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft, Mann.
Christ! Come and...
My God! You're all covered in blood!
Jeg har nesten ikke blod på meg.
Show me your wares.
800. Ja. Riktig.
Come and take a look. Quality good.
Scriben. Kanskje han har noe... lyst til å kjøpe noen books.
What would you like?
What do you have?
Sånn.
I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
Ja. Ikke så vanskelig. Men det er jo en del fighting da, det er mange mobs der.
Jesus Christ! What's the meaning of this? Why are you wearing our things? You must have stolen them! Get over here! Or I'll call the guards!
Let's make a deal.
How dare you! We won't put up with thieves here. You'll give everything back. Pay compensation. Or I'll go and get the guard.
Where is everyone?
Can't you forgive me?
Forgive me, friend. There must have been some sort of mistake. But, well, since I already somehow ended up with this thing, supposing you were to give it to me as a gift, eh? I'd be eternally grateful to you.
Yeah. Well, since you put it like that, good sir. All right. Take it as a gift. And don't forget to mention my generosity to their lordships.
Excuse me. Was wünschst du?
What do you have for sale?
Jumpskip på det drøyeste. Fant 2 pieces til eldre sett for mage. Ja. Ja, jeg har vært der og hentet alle ting, jeg. Hentet absolutt alt, liksom. Men da kunne jeg jo bare... Da kunne jeg bare gå ut og inn, liksom, hele tiden, for det var solo-server. Men det blir ikke det samme for oss.
I'll have a look at the ware.
Han har 300. Selge den da.
Careful.
Good morning. I'll have a look at...
400.
Welcome, Goodman. You're up early.
Show me your wares.
Thank you, sir. And come again.
Har vi noen andre sånne weapon dealer her borte da?
We've got enough to go around. Christ! Pardon me.
Quality tools, sheet metal, chains here, iron and steel.
Jeg får ikke lov å gå inn. Det må være bugga. Ja, ok. Men da... jo, det var det, ja. Skal infiltrere det huset her. Jeg liker ved også. Jeg har på meg de... Kanskje at jeg... Nei, ok, jeg har best stats med de klare her.
Can I help you?
Is this the house of the Von Grolle family?
Yes.
Come to heal your master. Come to train handle.
I've come on account of old Von Grolle. I hear he's seriously ill, so I came to offer my services as a healer.
You aren't the first. Why do you think you might succeed?
Medium.
I've read many scholarly books.
Name one.
As if you know any of them.
I lived in a monastery for a long time. The titles of scholarly books are nothing new to me.
Then you must have heard of Avicenna. I carefully studied his book on healing.
I haven't read it myself, but some of the brothers spoke of it with respect.
Which it deserves. I believe I may find the cause of your master's troubles thanks to it.
My apologies. I shouldn't have doubted your erudition. Come inside. But before you begin your healing, speak to the mistress of the house. She can certainly tell you more about what ails the master. Care.
Kanskje jeg sikkert klarer å treate nå, vet du. Hendel von Grolle. Det er han som vi tror har drept... Jeg må bare... save. Før jeg gjør det her. Jeg har hørt at de har kanskje masse penger. Åh, det kjøttet glemte jeg. Det er på 52 her nå. Fader, ass. Every time. Her, vet du. Ja, der nede i tunnelene. Det er sjukt at de bare kan gå til huset til hverandre, egentlig.
Greetings, sir.
I've come to treat your husband, ma'am.
Is that so? So Thaddeus has checked you out? Fine, then. Perhaps God will finally have mercy on Gotslin. You'll find him on the floor above, in the bedchamber to the left of the stairs. But I suppose you'll first want to learn a bit more about his illness?
Yeah, sure.
Tell me all you know.
It's been a long time since Gotslin fell ill. At first, he just lost his strength and tired easily. Nobody thought it might be an illness yet. Not until the trembling came.
What trembling? Like with chills?
Not at all. At first, his hands started shaking. But over time, the shaking got worse. And he got
to his legs. Disease.
And the stronger it was, the weaker my husband got. Nowadays, he can't even get out of bed. He can't talk properly either. So he spends most of his time alone. If he'd at least ask God for mercy. But that sinner is not even capable of that.
How long has he been ill, exactly?
It must be years now that he's been this bad. But his hands started to shake earlier than that. God only knows if it isn't from all that endless drinking of his.
You say he drank? Did he drink a lot?
Uncontrollably. But if only that was all.
What else? Did he eat too much meat?
Yes. Yes, a lot of meat.
But that's not all, is it?
That's none of your business. You came to treat him, not to hear his confession.
If I'm to treat him, then I have to know everything.
Fine, then. But if I ever hear that you told anyone, I'll have you clapped in the stocks and have your tongue pulled out. My husband's a heathen and an unbeliever who fornicated with every other maid and wench. He even stooped to those fallen women in the baths. Men are prone to that. I know all about that. Like father, like son. and I won't permit this demon seed to take my son too.
I'll cure your husband.
I don't know. In my opinion, you'll be wasting your effort with Gotslin. He's beyond help. It's natural and just that God punished him. But not even the greatest sinner deserves to suffer so long. So I hope you'll at least be able to relieve his pain.
What else is bothering him, besides the trembling?
I don't really like talking about it, but he can't defecate properly.
And how is his stool when he does defecate?
Check it yourself. You're the physician here.
What does he get to eat now? If he's constipated, that might have something to do with it.
The cook prepares his meals. You can ask her.
Do you have any idea what caused his illness?
Am I a physician? Find out yourself.
Well, you might have some idea. Was he injured in the past? Did he lead an unhealthy life? You'll know more about these things than me.
I don't know about any old injuries, but Gotslin never lived in moderation. He drank a lot, and he burdened his soul in other ways as well.
I'll go and take a look at him.
Hun sa det ikke. Trophies from the victims.
What the hell? That's hair. All kinds of brown. I bet it belonged to those dead girls. If this isn't proof, nothing
Det var
is.
lucky, ass. Quick item. Bare la det i kjøkkenet deres et lite sekund. Ja, skal jeg ikke treate den? Eller er det ikke han? Så det er ikke meningen å fikse den. Jeg må bare save igjen, ass. Jeg må prøve meg. Se om hun har noe jeg kan ta. Får jeg ikke lov å stjele noe? Nei. Ok, da har vi gjort det.
Good day. What would you like?
I came to heal your master, and I'd like to know what you cook for him.
But of course, sir. Mostly light meat, poultry and fish, and then lots of vegetables. One Sawbones already told us what the old gent should eat, but he don't eat much anyways, so it don't make no sense. He told us to give him some wine sparingly, but my mistress banned it.
Which physician treated him? Do you recall?
Some gent called Albeek from Moravia, I heard. He came, looked at the master, and then just told us what to cook for him.
And why doesn't he eat?
How should I know? He don't say a word as the day is long. He used to be very fond of chasing women and boozing, true. But at least he was always merry. Now he's just a grouch. I ain't surprised he don't like his food.
Why did she forbid him to drink?
Master used to drink a lot, and Mistress weren't too pleased about it. She says drinking is a sin, and the devil's lure.
Thanks. That'll do me.
Jeg har litt lyst til å prøve å treate den da. Kan jeg gjøre det nå? Ser ikke ut som jeg får lov. Frilled cap, tar den da. Ja, da ser det ikke ut som jeg får gjort så veldig med da.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
You silly doggy.
Here, mutt!
Rain again.
Greeting!
Nå ser jeg den hatten. Gi meg mer speech. Nei, den er samme som forrige.
Good to see you.
Pissing down.
Come here, boy.
Ok. Jeg fant i hvert fall det jeg trengte.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
I need to discuss that visit to the Von Grollers.
Excellent. Let's find Catherine. You can tell us everything.
I think we were right. Something seriously fishy there.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. What did you find out?
You found something there, didn't you? Evidence?
I certainly did. In the young lord's room.
What was it?
This. He had it in a chest in his room. Locks of hair. All brown, but all a bit different. They're definitely from those murdered girls.
Hair? But that's not enough. That definitely won't suffice as proof.
Why wouldn't it? He took them as a keepsake from the dead girls as a trophy.
Damn
It was him!
Nobody will believe us. We need more than just hair. A bloody dress or the murder weapon.
And to be honest, I don't think we're going to find anything like that. They're pretty careful to cover their tracks.
Dudes.
Damn it. We're fucked.
Vi
If we at least had a
holder
witness.
på å ta en morder, en
What about 3
seriemorder.
witnesses at once?
Where are you going to find 3 witnesses when you don't even have one?
I don't yet, but... Look, we're almost certain young Hendel did it. So what if we set a trap and catch him in the act?
And how do you want to do that?
På
I
senga, ja.
mean, we don't know who he's planning to murder next.
We'll set someone up. Some brunette.
You want to
Ja, hyggelig det, at du kommer
sacrifice
inn og
some
sier hei.
poor girl?
No, nobody's going to get hurt. We'll be keeping our eye on her the whole time.
The only one I can think of is Stanya. And I highly doubt that she'd want to risk her life again.
She won't have to. I'll do it.
But you haven't had anything to do with him.
2 dager igjen.
He'll see through it immediately. It'll
Det var
fail.
til
We'll
spillet.
wait until the lad's out of the house. Maybe we'll dress Catherine up a bit, and she'll go asking for the young lord, father of her child.
Det der,
When Hendel comes home and hears what happened,
rare navnet.
he'll come looking for her to fix things up.
I'll cause such a scene, they'll be talking about it for years.
12-timers stream.
Then we'll tell them where he can find me, and we've got him.
If you say so. But where can we do it? We can't do it here. They'd figure it out pretty quick.
We can use one of the rooms here in the tavern. It has only one way out. You'll be hiding across the way, and jump out at the right moment. I repeat, at the right moment.
Don't worry. We won't take our eyes
2
off
dager,
you.
det ble torsdag da. Det det her.
Where's Hendel? I need to talk to him! Do you hear me? I have to talk to him about our wedding. I won't be left alone with his child.
What are you screeching about, you ninny? There's no Hendel here. Certainly not for the likes of you.
Do you hear that, folks? He fucks me from all sides. Gets me with child, and now he doesn't want to know me. Get rid of her. Disgrace. Oh, so a poor woman has to suffer because of a man's lust. As if it wasn't already bad enough before.
What lies are you spouting, you strumpet? Goodman Hendel never laid eyes on you. Besides, you're too old for him. Nobody will believe your lies.
Old am I? He came to me himself because he wanted a mature woman to breed with. And he never even pulled it out. And he filled me up like a wineskin. Suit yourself. I'll give you some time to think it over. But either you come up with an offer of marriage by evening, or first thing in the morning I'll go to the bailiff. And I'll be damn sure to get justice from him.
Som unge kom Konami med 2 ganske fete serier på streaming i år. Suiko den ble anime, og det startet med Suiko den 2. Og Suiko den 6 kommer. Hvordan funker det? 2-eren skal komme ut, og så skal de begynne med 6-eren.
It's open.
Det ikke noe anime-person, ass.
I've come to talk with you.
Where's Hendel?
S1 til 5 minutter.
Hendel, you wanton whore! Debauching my son! A nanny goat like you! The others were at least young, but you! Christ, the trials I have to endure! A husband with both feet in the grave and a son who'll fuck anything with a hole in it. Slice her up, so no one will recognize her, and in case what she says is true, gut her too.
Gutting, is it? I can help you with that.
Get that bitch, you fool!
Gotcha, hva betyr det? Nei, hvor han fyren? Hvor han fyren? Stop the murder. Nå det noe begge her, ass. Og han løper. Flytt deg, flytt deg, flytt deg, flytt deg. Å, herregud.
Greetings.
Good day to you.
Microtransaction for in-game extra stuff for progress. Håper ikke det blir det. Oi. What the?
I've been waiting for you. Oh.
Oi, han tok Master
I
Strike.
feel quite hungry!
Fy faen. Han bare plutselig kom ut av ingen steder og sleisa meg opp. Så har jeg ikke bandasjer.
Lying here.
You should have
a light.
Vent. Og vent til køya, vi prates. Ja, det gjør vi. Du får gøy å glede seg til noe, da.
Catherine, wait!
What should I wait for? I'm gonna cut that bitch's throat.
How dare you? Hands off, you heretical scum!
Shut up!
Let her speak. I still don't understand what actually went on here. I have some questions for you.
I'll tell you nothing, you serpent! Nothing! You can't keep me here! Let me go! I'm a woman of worth!
If you won't speak now, then the executioner will loosen your tongue when your feet start burning. But why wait, right? I'll cut your ear off. Maybe both of them. All you need to talk is a tongue.
No! Let me go!
Do you realize you also killed girls who had nothing to do with Hendel?
That's not possible. I saw them all with my own 2 eyes, chatting with him and giggling.
And what about that alehouse wench?
That strumpet. I saw how she treated him. It's a damned shame she got away.
But she really had nothing to do with Hendel.
She wouldn't have smiled at him the way she did if she didn't want to fornicate with him. They all deserved it. Every single one. And better sooner than later. That trollop in our service even got herself with child. And she wanted to keep it. The slut.
And what about Zdena? All she did was rob him, and you killed her anyway.
She fawned over him like all the others. He even gave her a ring, which she probably sold immediately. She deserved it. She was a thief, and stealing is a mortal sin.
Why did you do it, for Christ's sake?
Don't blaspheme, you heathen.
Come on, answer him or it's gonna hurt.
My husband, he drank a lot, ran around with whores and didn't pray enough. And God punished him for it. I couldn't allow the same thing to happen to Hendel.
And why kill those girls? Why not just talk to him about it?
I tried, but he wouldn't listen to me. He told me he wanted to sow his wild oats before finding a wife.
So your own son didn't listen to you? And you started killing the girls
who seduced him and emboldened him with their brazenness? If they wanted to whore themselves out, they'll pay for it in hell. But there's no way they were going to drag my Hendel there with them.
And what about Hendel? Did he know what you were doing?
That I was taking care of his immortal soul and eliminating his temptation? Of course not. But one day he'll be grateful to me for it.
He's going to jump for joy. His mother a mad woman, and his servant a murderer.
Speak politely to me, you whore.
Henry, if you have any more questions, you'd better ask them quickly. I'm sorely tempted to finish this here and now.
That's enough.
Better stop asking questions.
Burn in hell, all of you.
What'll we do with her now?
Let's take her to the bailiff. She'll get justice there.
We don't have to go anywhere. I'll give her justice right here, right now.
But we can't do that. She has to go before the court. The law must be upheld.
Did you hear her? I mean, she hasn't got her head on straight. And what judgment will there be? She's from a wealthy family. Nothing will happen to her.
Don't you dare judge me. Only God can do that.
Shut your mouth, you sow. You judged and punished some random girls, and now you'll blaspheme like that?
Our Lord directed me. I did it through His will.
Do you hear that? And you want to let her live?
But that's not justice. It's murder. Henry, won't you say something?
I told you, don't you dare judge me. I am a servant of God.
Ja, hun må dø.
Lumiere, listen to her. If we don't deal with her ourselves, and then they let her go, then... Do you want to have that on your conscience?
I mean, how could I live with myself if we kill her in cold blood?
I'll show you justice. You're all going to end up in hell.
Your conscience will remain clear. You won't be the one killing her.
But still, if we don't punish her according to the law, then we ourselves deserve to be punished by the law.
Huh. We aren't the ones walking around the city killing random women. On the contrary, we're making sure no more will die.
All those whores! Hell! Lucifer everywhere! Fire and brimstone!
It's just not right.
It isn't right, but it's necessary.
All right, all right. Do it then. But I wash my hands of it.
No! Don't you dare! You hellspawn! No!
Well, now someone has to explain everything.
Not me. I'd rather just get out of here.
I'll go. I'll explain everything. And you, Henry, wait for me at home, all right?
Fine. I'll wait at yours.
Good, good. I hope I don't end up in total disgrace.
Well, this was a lot stranger than I expected.
Do
you think we did the right thing?
I'm not sure of anything anymore. Not even myself. Can we just be quiet for a while?
As you wish. But still, it was damned odd.
Aye, that it was. Let's go and see Lumia. I wonder how he fared.
Jeg blør enda.
Tell us, Lumir. How did it turn out?
Did it end well? Oh, we're not going to get into trouble now, are we?
It ended well, and I didn't even tell anyone about you.
I'm surprised you got away with it, bringing them two corpses.
I would have preferred a different ending, but... fuck. What happened, happened.
Lumia, don't be angry anymore.
I'm not angry anymore. And I must admit that maybe it was better this way. If they were still alive, there'd be a lot more squabbling. But... like this.
The dead approve in silence.
Precisely. I just told them I spread the word that one victim survived and where she was hiding. And I waited for them there. And when they came to kill her, we had no choice but to end it that way.
And what will you do now? Will you go back to the town hall, Lumir?
It's true I've made amends in the eyes of the law, but I probably won't go back now. Maybe better to write something about it. Who knows?
Won't you go back to drinking?
No, it didn't help anything, did it? If I had just persevered instead, I should have pitied those girls, and not myself.
Don't fret. It was a terrible mess, and all three of us had to put our heads together.
Yes. You helped me when I was in need, and didn't even know it. Maybe I'll just keep helping as long as I can.
Helping others is the best thing a person can do in this world.
And what will you do, Catherine? Will you stay here?
My work isn't done yet. I have to work in the tavern here, and then we'll see. Maybe I'll find work elsewhere.
Do you think we could have done better?
Everything can always be done better. The most important is to do it well and quickly.
Catherine is right. I'll still be kicking myself. Maybe to my dying day. But none of us did anything bad.
That's not entirely true.
I'm talking about innocent people. No more girls died because of you. And that's good.
Well, let's go our separate ways.
Thank you, lad. You prevented future murders. And you also saved me. And for that, I will be eternally grateful.
I thank you both. Without you, the devil knows how it would have turned out.
Here you are. as a keepsake, and perhaps as a reward. And if you ever pass by, look us up.
Yes, here is a reward, Henry. And Lumiere, we shall certainly meet again.
Okay.
I don't understand how you always get people to tell you anything you want.
We women have it in our blood.
What, spying?
No, you rogue. Knowing how to listen. And also how to size people up.
It'd be good to learn a few tricks from you.
I can't now. Come back later.
Så kan lære triks av hun også. Jeg blør enda. Hvor er det jeg kjøper noe til det? Det må jo være bare som vanlig her nede, trader. Jeg kan dra hit først. Kanskje de selger noe i tavern.
If you want to be outside after sunset, you need a lit torch. That's the law.
Tavern er ikke oppe. Eller er det? Jeg tror jeg har et rom her også. Chest. Er det bandasjer her, jeg tror? Ja, det er sånn respec. Prøv å sove da. Med de potionsa. Wait. Oh. Det er en bandasje bare da.
What kind of pig was sitting here?
Selger du bandasjer?
Greeting.
I'll have a look at your wares.
I'm glad you found what you needed, sir. Oh, well, now just this.
Okay, så er good. Nice.
And maybe next time I'll even find...
Da er det vel... Da har jeg ikke noen quester her på nå. Nei. Da er det en shadow da.